Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nelo and you're watching Nelo Stitches. Today tutorial I'll be learning how to make the standing flace sleeve. If this is what you're interested in, please keep watching, like and share this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. So for this, you already have your bodies joined together, the front and the back join at the shoulder, and then what you need to do is from this shoulder point here, this shoulder line, you measure down to your under bust. That is where I want this to stop, and this gave me 12 or 14 inches depending on what you want. Okay, so this gave me 14 inches, and then from here also I'm going to measure where I want this other one to stop, so it can stop anywhere, or you can just do 12 for the both, for the front and the back, or you do 14 for the front or 12 for the back. So just measure where you want yours to stop. So I think I'll be going for 12 inches for the back. Okay, I think I'll be going for 12 inches for the back. So you just measure where you want yours to stop for the back, but for the front is going to end at the under bust. The front is going to end at the under bust, while the back you just measure where you want it to stop. So to do this, you're going to fold your fabric into four. I'll be showing you two methods of doing this. The first method is to measure out the width you want your sleeve to be, the width of your sleeve. Okay, so the width I'll be going for is 8 inches. This includes the sewing allowance. So here I folded into two and I'm measuring it to be sure it's 8 inches because I'm cutting the two sleeves together here. As you can see, it's folded into two and the width is 8 inches. That's unfold though. When you open it up, that's 16. So here I'm going to measure the length I am working with. So you add up the front and the back length together. So here I'm doing 28, which means is 14 I'm doing for the both, which I ended up changing later. So this first method is just very simple and it saves fabric. It doesn't consume a lot of fabric. So, and you fold it into two like this and you measure again. Okay, so this is 14. After you fold your length into two, after you must have gotten your length, which is 28, you fold it into two. So here is 14, as you can see. So I'm still going to cross check my width, which I said I'm working with 8 inches. Okay, you can do with 5, you can do with 6, depending on your choice. So I'm just going to shape this to that point like so. You curve like this to that 8 inches from the tip of the length of the sleeve to the 8 inches. This is it. Okay, so you just cut this out and open this part up and you have your two sleeves. So this is the method I'll be using, but let me show you another method before we work on this. Okay, because I don't have much fabric, so I need to manage this. So this is the method I'll be coming back to use later. So for the flay method, the length we're working with is 28. So you're going to divide that 28 by 4. 28 divided by 4. Whatever you get, in my case, 28 divided by 4 is 7 inches. Okay, so that's 7 inches. I'm going to add 1 to it, making it 8. And then the length of my sleeve is 8. So 8 plus 8 is 16, right? 28 divided by 4 is 7, and to that 7 I'll add 1 inch to that, and that's making it 8. So 8 plus 8, the length of my sleeve, I said I'm working with 8, that includes the seam allowance. 8 plus 8 is 16, so I'll measure 16 like this, 16 here, and I'll fold it into 2. Okay, just like we do our normal flay, but this we are not using the ratio we use to cut flay. So here is 16 inches. We're not using 6.28 for this. We're using divide by 4 because of the sleeve. Okay, so now I'm going to measure another 16 inches like this, so I can fold my fabric into 4, just the way we fold our flay. Okay, so I'll measure again like so and I will fold. So now we have 4 folds, and this is going to be for the 2 sleeve. It's going to be for the 2 sleeve. So remember I said to get your ratio, to cut out the upper part here, is the 28 inches divided by 4, and whatever you get, just divide your length by 4. Whatever you get, add 1 to it so that you can get your length. Okay, so here I'm marking 8 inches. When I divided 24 by 8 by 4, I got 7, and to that 7 I added 1 inch, making it 8. So here I am marking 8 inches. So when I measure round, you will see that I will have exactly 14. Here is it. Okay, I have exactly 14 inches. So, and you know, this thing is on fold. When you open it up, you're going to have your 28 inches, which is for one sleeve. Okay, so from here now I'll be measuring my 16 inches, which I said when you cut out the 8-inch, will mark upward. What you have left is 8 again, which is for your normal sleeve length. And I said that includes my seam allowance. My normal length is 7 or 6, so this thing includes the seam allowance. Okay, so here is the sleeve length. Okay, here is the sleeve length. When you measure from that point now, you'll see it's 8 inches. Okay, so you just cut this out and open up one part of the sleeve. Okay, so this is what you do. You shape it this way to get that curve. Okay, from here you connect to this end like this, and you've gotten your curve for your sleeve. Okay, this way, that's how you're going to curve it. Okay, so you curve it to that point and you've gotten your curve. So, but this is not the method I'll be working with. Like I said, is this other first one. So I'm doing the same thing I did earlier. So I measured my width, which is 8, and then the length, which is 24, and I'm going to fold that into 2. So I just cut it out now to be easier. So the length here is 24, and I will fold into 2 like this. I fold it in half like so. And remember, this fabric is on fold, okay? So it's 8 inches on fold, that's 16. So this is 14 on fold. So from this point, I'll connect to that other edge like this. Very easy, very simple, okay? And then I'll cut this out. Just connect from this point to the edge here. Then I'll be cutting this out. Okay, so I'll open this up to have my 2 sleeve. Okay, so here it is. We have our 2 sleeves. So you're going to cut your lining exactly the same, and then you iron your hairstay or peplum stay on it. So here it is. I've ironed my peplum stay, and I'll be using the other one. Like I said, you cut out lining, so you can use lining or the same fabric. So I'm using the same fabric. So one I ironed a heart stay on it, and the other one I did not iron anything. So I'm just going to sew this curve part like this. So you place them right sides facing each other. You sew and stop somewhere here. Leave like 6 to 5 inches so that you can turn. Okay, so here I've done that. I've sewed round and I'm going to notch. So here I left some allowances where I'm going to be turning this from. Okay, so I'm going to notch this round, and I'll open it up from that part. Okay, so before then, I'm going to show you guys something. So I was fixing this one. I've done this and I was fixing it. I started from the underbust here, and then you sew from here. You place it like so, and then you sew from the underbust line. You will sew it up to the other side. Okay, like this, the shoulder side, like so, and then you're going to stop at the back side. But unfortunately, why I'm showing you guys this is that it's too long. is longer. Remember, you know, the other the front part is supposed to be longer because of the bust side. Okay, so this is too long. I used 28, which is 14. 14 is too long. It's almost at the edge of the the back bodies. As you can see, it's longer. It's exactly at the end of the back bodies. So I will go, and I did this sorry guys, I folded into two like this, and I trim out. Okay, I reduced it. As you can see, I reduced this by 1 inch. I unfold though, that means I cut out like 2 inches out of it. Okay, so I'm just showing you guys how I trimmed it. Okay, so I folded it into two, and I measured out 1 inch, and I trim out, or even I think I trim out like 3 inches. Okay, this is 1 inch. So unfold though, that means I cut that, I reduced it by 2 inches, and I shaped again. So I'm going to turn this out. I'll be losing the other one to repeat what I did for this one. Okay, so after turning this, you're going to give it a very good press. You iron it properly before you start stitching. And again, before you start sewing to your dress, make sure you turn your armhole with your bias tape or anything you want to turn it with. So you just go and close up this edge here, fold it inside like so, and close it up. And then for the armhole, you use your bias tape to do that, to tighten it up. And then you're going to place this like so. Make sure it's facing the bust side, not facing the armhole side. That's your right side. The one you want to be on top should be facing your bust side, not like this. Not like this, should be like this. Okay, anyone you want to be the top should face the bust side, should be lapping on top of the bust side. Okay, not the other way around, not the armhole side, because when you don't sew in, you're not going to flip it over to the armhole side. So it should be like this and sew down to this point. Okay, so that when you flip it, you'll have a neat finish. So as you can see, this one is long, so I've reduced it, and here is where it's going to stop. Okay, so that is that. I'll go and do it, and I'll come back and show us. And like I said before, remember to tidy up your armhole with a bias tape. So I'll still show you guys when I excuse me, I'll still show you guys when I'm done with it. So this place, like I said, when you get there, you just close it up. I had another trick, and I decided to come back and show you guys. So you just close it up and you top stitch. Okay, so here I have used my bias tape to tidy up the side. So I will show you guys what I did. You get your bias, you place it on the right side of your dress like so, and sew it round. Like this one, I've sewed it round the armhole, and I'm going to turn it to the wrong side and flip it over like so, and then top stitch on the bias round the armhole. That way you're going to have a neat armhole. Okay, before you start fixing your sleeve. So here I've done that, and I've started fixing my sleeve already. Like so, it's going to go this way and down to this point. Okay, and then when you flip it up, this is what you should have. And that's all guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll be seeing you in my next video.